Steve, 1-1 against Merthyr today. Obviously late equaliser deep into stoppage time. Classic case of not killing the game off and getting that second goal.
Yeah, yes, exactly what it was, and it feels standing here. It feels like we've lost, which obviously we haven't. It's not the worst point in the world, but disappointed with how we played first half. Never got any momentum going. Couldn't get the ball going. Didn't play. We spoke about a few things at half time. I thought we was a little bit too direct in the first half, which we can't be direct. We don't have the personnel to do it. And in fairness, the wind was quite strong. I thought we struggled to get out a little bit first half, and they probably looked a little bit more dangerous. And we asked for a response second half for them to try and play a little bit more, attack a little bit more. And that's exactly what we got. I mean, I can't go in there and rip into them because I thought they played really well. But ultimately, we didn't get what we should have got. I thought it was a matter of time before we got the goal, albeit probably a little bit fortunate the goal we got. And after that, we've had 3-4 brilliant chances to kill the game off, which on another week we'd probably take. Unfortunately, we don't win 1-0 very often, and that was the only concern, is that when you miss that many chances, they only need one chance, and they've got one in the 96th minute, and by then it's too late to even get back and try and get something out of the game. So, yes, I felt we did enough to win the game. We should have won the game, but we didn't, and that's a difficult one to take. I couldn't knock the players. Effort was there all day. Played well second half, but you just got to be able to keep a clean sheet now and then. But listen, there's two ways of looking at that, because if you score your other 2 or 3 chances, it doesn't matter, and they probably don't get that chance anyway. But I've just looked at it back on the video with you guys. We looked fine, shape looked fine. They've dropped a ball in over the top. We've had a gamble trying to squeeze out the edge of our own box. Left the centre forward on his own and he smashed one in. Great finish, to be fair, but if we don't do that, we win the game. So it's they're horrible ones. Last minute equalisers or goal against you, they're killers.
I don't remember too many clear-cut chances in the first half. What was behind that, do you think? Is it both teams struggled to get going first half?
I thought we started bright. First 5, we looked at it, and then our biggest problem was our decision making on the ball. We're trying to play out off Josh at the back, but we were getting the ball off Josh and then going long. And you're going long into a wind, so it wasn't like, if you're going to go long, go right in behind, so you can get runners like Huey and George and people in behind it. But if you're going to get it off your goalie and just drop it in 40 yards, our centre forwards are about that big. We can't do that. And then the problem is, every time we did that, they'd win the headers, we couldn't get up and squeeze up the pitch. So then they were picking up second balls, they were getting in behind us. But I didn't think we were brave enough on the ball. Enough people didn't want the ball. And then when we did get the ball, I thought the decision making was poor at times. It was almost a question of, I don't want the ball, I'm going to give it to someone else as quick as I can. And I just don't think anyone took enough responsibility on the ball. But you talk about bravery, it's not just about tackles and smashing people and doing this and doing that. Bravery is getting on the ball, and we've got a lot of good ball players in. If they don't get on it, it's pointless them being out there. And I think that was the biggest problem. It was our decision making. We didn't play when we could play. Appreciate all pitches are difficult this time of year. It's a bit bobbly out there, but we played on it second half. So I can't come in here now and say, well, the pitch was the issue. I thought the wind played a big part, in fairness, because we couldn't get up the pitch. But second half we did the opposite, and we were up the pitch a lot higher. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest watch first half, but we hadn't played great. We've come in 0-0. You take that, and I knew we'd respond second half, and we did. George Moore at the post earlier on in the game with a great run. I wouldn't say that's a great chance, that's a great opportunity he's created. He was a little bit unlucky there. Cooley had a good chance with about 10 to go inside the box. Might have bobbled up a little bit, to be fair, just went wide. Huey got through a couple of times, probably took an extra touch. Literally just before they scored, Antonio got through. Probably I thought he could have maybe got a shot away or looked to cut it back. He's tried to beat the other guy, and the guy's tackling, which is fine. You know, those things happen. Leo's header's a great chance. He should score that, and I think that puts you 2-0 up. Listen, if any of them go in 2-0, we win the game.
There were huge appeals for offside for that goal. I don't know if you've had the chance to watch it back yet.
Yeah,
just thoughts in general on how the goal went, how the goal was conceded.
I don't know if it was offside. Simple as that. Obviously, we've just looked at it briefly on the video, but the angle we're at probably wouldn't tell you looking at it. So it's difficult to say. But our shape's not right. You can't, in the 96th minute of the game, their fullback's got it and just dropped the ball forward, just into an area. God, if you can't deal with that, it's not like it's a great bit of play, it's an unbelievable through ball. He's clipped the ball into an area and no one's marking a number 9. He's got number 9 on his back for a reason. It's a centre forward. And he's ended up, it's a good finish, but he's got no one within about 10 foot of him. And it's not a question of whose fault it was. It should be better than that. There's no way, in the 96th minute, their centre forward should be standing with no one near him. And I think we've gambled as a unit, have come out, and you've only got to get one of you, don't come out, and he's onside. But why they're trying to come out then anyway, they don't need to. We couldn't press the ball because we had everyone behind it, and we've had a gamble and it didn't pay off. Listen, if he's offside, it's irrelevant now because he gave the goal anyway. So if we keep our shape and we're a little bit narrow, they don't score. Simple as that.
I don't know if you've seen, obviously this week, part of our non-league day promotion was obviously the interview we managed to get with Albert Doma, who obviously used to started out here. I don't know if you've seen the clip.
5 years' time, I'll be the next manager.
You heard it. You heard it here first.
A direct response to Mr. Adoma.
You wouldn't know what to do with all that extra money. 5 years. Well, I imagine he's got quite good contacts with players, so I don't think we'd be short of a bit of flair down here. But listen, he's someone that's obviously come from this club and had an unbelievable career and still having a great career. And if you've got aspirations to get into management, then I'll get him a key cut and make sure it's ready for 5 years' time. I don't know where we'll be in 5 years' time. I don't know, who knows? But yeah, listen, he's someone that I'm sure will bring great wealth of knowledge into non-league football, and I think it's a great ground. And if you are looking to get involved, to get involved at a non-league level, someone like him, once he comes out of the game, he's not going to struggle to get a job in the game. With that amount of knowledge, why wouldn't you tap into it? I mean, if he wants to come on loan as a player, first of all, for next season,
the offer's there. If QPR don't go up, then he's looking for looking for a new challenge.
If we could get his agent's number, I'll have a chat with Peter Rogers. I'll get the answer off Peter, and then we won't ring Albert. It'll be quite a simple one. But yeah, who knows where we'll be in 5 years' time? But if I'm not here and Albert's managing it, I'm sure he'll be in safe hands. So.
Today was non-league day. Perfect weather for it, decent turnout. So we had quite a few England fans turn up on their way to Wembley. Obviously our game being the only 2 o'clock kick-off that they could again get to Wembley. A couple of the schools came again. I think we had on Twitter people message it, got people coming down. Someone came from Oxford, father and son came from Newcastle. There's a couple of Swiss fans in as well. So just a quick word on non-league day, how all that went.
Yeah, it's been really good, and obviously I know you guys have worked really hard behind the scenes on it, which is great. It's always good to see a few new faces here and bump the crowd up a little bit today, which always gives us a little bit more of an atmosphere in here. I think the promotion of non-league day this year is probably the best I've seen of it. I think that's got bigger and bigger each year. I think non-league this year has really picked up. I think if you look at a lot of the attendances over this year, it's got bigger. I think more and more people are coming to non-league football, and obviously we've had a couple of years of not having much of it anyway. I was listening to a few things on the radio early on about the price of obviously kind of watch a Premiership game compared to bringing your kids to watch a non-league game, and it's you'd like to see more of a push of it. Obviously, kind of a non-league day every week, but no, it's been good today. It's been a good success. Lots of young kids in here watching, and all you hope is some of the people that have come here have watched and enjoyed it, and I'm pretty sure they would have enjoyed watching the second half. And it's just a little bit disappointing that we couldn't have given them a win. But all in all, it's been a good day for the club. Like I say, we've had more people on in here. Just feels quite sour from the result, really. I think as a club we've done a lot of good things this year. I know you guys, like I said, have worked hard behind the scenes, which is great. And you just want to get more people down. Obviously it helps, and it's a nice day, the weather's good, and I think as a club we need to do as many incentives as we can, because a lot of non-league clubs, it's finding new support, and obviously we've had a couple of days now with the local kids from the schools and that, and I think they've probably quite enjoyed both the games they've been to. They've not been, first half not great today, but both the games have been pretty good and entertaining, and it's been nice to get some more people down here, and hopefully they've enjoyed it, and we've got a couple more home games to come, and I'm sure as a club we can do a few bits and pieces and things for them, and come down again next time and bring a few more mates with you. The more we get in here, the better it is for the players. It just adds a bit more atmosphere to the club.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers, Steve. Watch this space in terms of all of that. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, Hens. Thank you.